My name is Carlos Damas, and I got the post-baccalaureate certification for pre-health in 2013, which is the PPC, and then I got my Master's of Science in Applied Life Science in 2014. There was many things that I wanted to do when I was growing up, but something that I always wanted to do when I was growing up is to be a doctor, so that's something that always resonated with me. So my major as an undergraduate was biology, and it was concentrated in physiology. I had initially started my application for KGI, and I never completed it. But one day, Shannon from admissions gave me a phone call, and she told me to come walk the site and come to the school. And I came, and I kind of fell in love with the program and how different it was. And because of that, and because it was so unique, that's why I decided to come to KGI. Being part of the Claremont colleges, you know, I always considered the consortium kind of be like an Ivy League of the West Coast, because it's well known and everybody knew it. So I always had a sense of pride of being part of this tightly knit community. I think that here you really learn the interpersonal skills are something that you are always going to need in the real world. And if you really learn how to master them here at KGI, those are going to be so valuable whether you're working at a pharmaceutical company or you're working in a hospital. Being able to communicate with people and being really good at it, being really efficient at it, will make your life so much easier. So I really learned that here and how valuable that it really is. I really appreciated that. I was part of the TMP that won. We got recognized at the end of the year, the Team Masters Project, for Best Collaborative Team Masters Project. So we were really happy about that. We were a very technical Team Masters Project. So on top of learning a lot of technical skills as you can possibly learn in terms of working with a cell line in the laboratory, you learned a lot about working with a group for a very intimate, short period of time. In order to have something produce good quality work, you always need to realize that in a team, you need to hold yourself accountable, and sometimes you gotta push yourself to the limit. And as long as you all work together, that you're gonna complete something. In medicine, you don't just learn biology, you just don't apply that. You have to think about big picture items, about bigger organisms, about bigger treatments for patients. So I think that was a bigger preparation for me than just going straight from undergrad to medical school. This step in between really helped me think critically about patients' overall well-being and how to apply science better to treat them. So that's something that KGI prepared me for. The other grad school programs that I was looking at were at bigger institutions, really big schools, and I think that here at KGI, since my program was only about 21 students, it was really small. And even now they're still small compared to other programs. I think that made a big difference because you have such a personalized feeling. You have a director who really bonds with you, and having the ability to connect with your other classmates and being able to count on one another, I think that was what made the difference in terms of the other programs, because the other programs are so big, I'm sure you don't get the ability to connect with your professors or your program administrators. And I think that really made me stand out as an applicant, and I applied to medical school. Thank you, KGI, for allowing me the time to grow and the patience. I think that in my 2 years that I was here, I learned a lot about myself, and that let me grow. So I appreciate that.